I don't know exactly what the fuck I did. I called that bitch up. Cause another part of the story, the night before, Shawty wanna put on TikTok that she's pregnant. Okay, you're pregnant. I asked my man, I'm like, did you know she's pregnant? He's like, no. He's like, she's pregnant? I'm like, yeah, she is. And he's like, oh, he's like, well, it's not mine. I'm like, you don't know that. Y'all don't know that at this point. So for him, nobody knows. Even to this day, we don't know that. All we know is Banana is pregnant. We don't know who the father is. It could be anybody, guys. So right now, that's what we're going through. She's pregnant. So I call her, obviously, and I'm just like, look, bitch, like, you already know I know what the fuck's going on. Like, I call her, she's like, hello. And I'm like, look, you already know why the fuck I'm calling you. Like, we haven't talked in months at this point. Because we had already fell out over some other shit. And I'm like, look, you already know why I'm calling you. Let's cut the bullshit. I'm like, woman, why the fuck you ain't tell me you was fucking my man? And she was like, honestly, she was like, I wanted him to tell you. And I'm like, no. I ain't talking about him. I already had my conversation with him, chewed him out and all that shit. I'm talking to you, bitch. You was my friend. And I'm asking you, woman to woman, like, why you ain't come tell me? I asked you multiple times, gave you multiple opportunities to tell me. And like, bitches really be scared. That's what the problem is. People be scared to tell you in their face. But it's like, I text you about it. I called you about it. Had a lunch with you about it. I had multiple times for you to tell me, like, yes, this is what's going on. And she was like, look, I get it. I know you're mad. Like, I fucked up, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, look, I don't really give a fuck. I don't hear that shit. I'm like, so you pregnant on top of that? Because it's like, the problem is, I'm like, you're going to announce to the world that you're pregnant before even telling me that you slept with my man and this could potentially be his. It's crazy, bitch. Like, you are sick. That is a sick bitch to me, y'all. Bitches like that scare me, that you could move like that and just think it's okay. So, yeah, I'm like, look, you ain't tell me, blah, blah, blah. Like, you had me looking stupid. I asked you multiple times. Like, y'all, they just literally went back to work and act like nothing happened. So when I came back to work, they just walk around like nothing ever happened. Like, I have no clue about shit. They just going around about their day like ain't shit going on. And I'm just like, this is fucking weird. Yeah, so I called her and I was like, yeah, why you ain't tell me? She was like, she was like, I wanted him to tell. I'm like, no, bitch, you could have told me. Like, you was supposed to be my real ass friend. Like, you sat there and cried to me at a fucking Mexican restaurant one day about you have no real bitches in your life and how I was your sister. Like, she was like, you were my sister and blah, blah, blah. Like, I fuck with you, da, da, da. And I'm like, bitch, you really a weird ass bitch for real. Like, you really sat here and played in my face. It had me thinking you was my real friend and you wasn't. Like, had you in my house, had you at our parties, like, had you everywhere, bitch, and where you wasn't supposed to be at. And she was like, yeah, like, I know I fucked up. I'm sorry, but he was supposed to tell you. And at the end of the day, she kept trying to put it on him. I know where he fucked up. I know where he fucked up. It's just like, for her, I'm like, you're just a weird sick ass bitch, because it was the stuff she was saying after the fact. And she was like, you really need to be questioning everything he be doing, because I've heard this isn't the first time he's done this. And she's like, you really need to ask him all the other people he's done this with at the job and blah blah blah. And in that department, like, there's rumors going around that he's been doing this and da 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 da. And I'm like, bitch, what are you talking about? And to me, I'm like, a bitch who could say that, it's like, bitch, you've been holding that in for the longest, meaning you've been plotting on me, bitch, is how I feel. You've been plotting on me. You've been hearing all this shit about my man that not one time as my friend did you feel like you need to come talk to me about. Like, hey, girl, you need to know this, but there's been this been going around about your man doing da 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 da. Like, why did you think, oh, let me go hop down on this and see what it's about too? Like, what? If that really is the case. I don't know what the case is anymore, guys, because he lied and she lied. So I really don't believe shit nobody say. All I know is they cheated. That's the only thing I know that's true. So yeah, she started just saying like, oh, this is the first time he's done this. Then she went into like, he came on to her. She's saying that she came on to, no, he's saying that she came on to him. He's saying that she came on to him. She's saying that he came on to her. Don't know which one is true. She's saying that this happened more than once. He's saying this was a one-time thing. And now I kind of believe it's a one-time thing, because she said the day that they snuck off when they said they was going to get pizza is the day it happened. She was like, that's the day that I got pregnant. And bitch, how the fuck do you know the day you get pregnant, bitch? You don't know the exact day. If you so-called did it multiple times, that you don't know that that's the day you got pregnant, bitch. If it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? If y'all was doing this multiple times, you wouldn't know which of those multiple times was the time it took for you to get pregnant. That don't even make sense. And then she was saying there was one, she was like, since she started the job, like he been eyeing her and making slick comments, and he been saying how he like been wanting to do this and that with her and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, so bitch, you just been plotting then. Cause I'm like, if you really feel, if that's really the case, he ain't shit for real. But I just can't see that. Like, I didn't start feeling like the relationship was going down until right around this time when this started happening. So I'm like, besides that, like he was like, we was good, like everything was together. So I find that really hard to believe. That I don't know. But again, I don't know who to believe anymore. Her word means shit, and so does his. So yeah, she was just like, he's been doing this, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, at this point, I don't really know what to believe, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, are you keeping this baby? And she's like, yes, I am. She was like, at first I was going to get rid of it, but she fell in love with the connection and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, girl, fuck a connection. Honestly, how I'm feeling right now, I'm really like, fuck a connection and fuck your baby. Because you doing this in a way that's not in God's way. You having a baby in a way that's not in God's way. You doing it on the complete opposite. And you're doing this in a way that wasn't meant for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, do it in a better way, girl. Like, I'm like, get rid of, at first she was like, I was going to get rid of it. She was going to get rid of it and just be done. Cause she was like, obviously that was the right thing to do, which I don't think she was ever going to get rid of it now that I think about it. And she was like, now I just have this connection. I can't get rid of it. She's like, it has nothing to do with him or wanting him. And she's like, I never had any emotional connection with him. It just happened. And that's what it was, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, girl, you sound fucking crazy. If it's just that, then you could fucking kill it. How I feel. Terminate the bitch is how I feel. Because I could care the fuck less about your pregnancy is how I feel right now. I could care the fuck less. And I'm just like, you've honestly fucked everything up. You've been in my house. I have a whole family. Like, we have so much invested together. And you came in and literally, I feel like plotted since the day you met me. You came in, you met, like, you've been in my house. You've seen the type of life that I live. Like, you've seen it. And I feel like she was the type where she was like, I want her spot. That's genuinely how I feel right now, even to this day. That's how delusional bitches are. They will get close to you to try to have everything that you have and take everything from you. And I feel like that's exactly what she tried to do. But little did she know, she didn't take shit from me. I ain't got no motherfucking kid to raise. That's the difference. And I'm in good hands, baby. I could easily pack my shit up, move, and be good. You got a baby to worry about. You're not in the best situation. And if you think he's about to step up and actually be there and be what you want him to be for you, baby, that's never going to happen, baby. Just know, at the end of the day, I got cheated on by a cockroach. And I even asked to this day, I'm like, why her? To me, I'm like, if you're going to do it, at least do it with a bad bitch. Like, if somebody badder than me, like, you're going to do it with a fucking milk dud bitch? Like, that just don't make sense. How you could just, I don't know. And he keeps, every time he thinks about it, he gets so disgusted with himself. He's like, why the fuck did I do that? Like, he's like, I'm disgusted. And I'm like, you should be. You should fucking be. So, yeah, like, it was bad. Like, when I found out, it was very bad. And I did feel betrayed. I felt extremely betrayed because I'm like, you did something that hurt me to my core. And to me, I feel like for her, she don't give a fuck. I know he gives a fuck. Like, he gives every fuck in the world. That's why I'm not really like on him right now. I'm really more so on her because it really felt like her intention in every fucking way was to take everything away from me. That was literally her intention. But I need to be with a man who's strong enough not to let shit like that happen either, is what I need to realize. Like, it's not just her, it's him too. Like, I need to be with somebody who's strong enough. There's gonna be temptation. I'm like, bro, do you know how many niggas come down every single day, bitch? I probably got about 20 niggas. Bitch, don't let me put no gas in my car. Like, what? Every single day. And not once do I ever get tempted. Like, when I was with him, I didn't see nobody but him. That's how much I was like, we was here. Clearly wasn't like, I don't know. And it just goes back to show, like, that's why I feel like she was plotting, because all the stuff that she'd been holding in that she felt is when she let it all out. Like, oh, this ain't his first time doing this. Oh, he been looking at me. Oh, he been doing this. He been doing that. You need to ask him about this. And I'm like, bitch, this all coming out of nowhere. You been holding this in. That's why I'm like, bitch, you are plotting. You are a weird, hating ass bitch who was really plotting for my spot. And God don't like ugly. Like, God is gonna get you, bitch. And I told her that. I was like, I don't even gotta do shit to you because karma always come back. He always come back. Karma always come back. Okay? I don't have to do shit but sit back and watch. That's it. That's all I gotta do. And that's why I'm like, I haven't been mad about the situation. I've been calm. I've been in therapy. The therapy's really been helping. But more importantly, the biggest thing is God. Like, I honestly don't know where I'd be if I didn't have him right now. So close to my heart. I felt his presence more now than I ever did. Honestly. And I thank him so much every single day for just honestly dodging a bullet for me. That's what I feel, because it's like, God forbid, what if I was already in the situation where I'm like, we're married, we have kids, because we were having all of those talks. Like, he literally, to the point where he's having these talks with my dad, like how much he wants to marry me, and my dad's having these talks with him about how he wants him to be his son-in-law, and just all this stuff. Like, it was getting to that point, and that's why I'm like, that's why this all hurts so much, because I'm like, how can you have all these conversations with my family and feel all this, and then you go around and do some shit like this? And yes, it had happened a while ago, but he held it in for so long. And I'm like, why didn't you just tell me? And I'm like, that's the other part. I don't like when I have to like find shit out. I like when you tell me. If I have to find it out and you don't tell me, you look like a liar, one, which you are, because I asked him that day and he lied. They both did. And it makes it worse when you don't just tell me. And I had been asking him when I found out he initially cheated. I asked God and I was like, look, if I'm meant to stay with him and work this out, cool. But if I'm not, please send me a sign. Please show me something. And I don't know if him telling me this new information was God's way of telling me, like, you need to let this go. This is past your control and anything that you can bear right now. Or if he's telling me this is the real truth, now what do you want to do with this information? So that's kind of right now what I'm trying to grasp and figure out. But right now, I just know I need to go through the motions and how I feel. Right now, I feel hurt. I feel betrayed. I am so calm about it, though, because I've just been talking to God. Like, he's honestly been keeping me more at peace than anything. And just having my family support, I feel like, has been keeping me very just emotionally fine, like just okay. So I don't know, guys. Like, it's multiple things. I don't know. I don't know what the future holds. I don't know what's going to happen from here. I just know that I was hurt to my core, probably more than any friend or anybody could ever hurt me. And that's how I know God made a very strong woman when he made me. Very, very strong, because I feel like a lot of people would crumble and crack. A lot of bitches would be on Channel 2 right now in a fucking red jumpsuit. Like, let's just be real. A lot of people would be in a lot of different situations. I feel like I'm handling this in God's way, in the best way that I can. Just doing my therapy, tapping into him more. You would think I would be drinking and doing all this shit all the time, but I'm actually not. Been more level-headed. And yeah, just trying to get in touch, in tune with how I feel and my emotions. And it's like, even now, I still don't hate him, is the crazy part. After all of this shit, I don't hate him, because I see how hard he's hurting. I don't need to hurt him any more than he's already hurt. He's already hurt. God's already done it for me. He's already done it to himself, to where I don't have to do shit. He's already hurt to the core. I am hurt, because not only did he hurt me, and he knows that he could potentially lose me, and he probably already has, but now you got something else on the line that you need to go figure out with a bitch that you don't even want to be with or don't even plan to be with. That's something I have to look at. I'm like, God forbid if that is your kid, which I really strongly hope it isn't, just even for him. Even if that isn't your kid, if it was and I stayed, bitch, I'm not trying to hear, oh, I gotta go bring banana Pampers and shit. Like, I don't give a fuck, bitch. Bring that bitch some motherfucking newspaper for all I care. I don't care. I'm just kidding, because the baby honestly has nothing to do with it. It's not the baby. It's really just her. It's her. But at the end of the day, you're bringing a baby into a situation that is not supposed to be brought into, selfishly. You're not even financially capable of taking care of yourself, let alone a fucking baby. That's just the part where I'm like, bitch, are you dumb? But yeah, that's what I've been going through. It's been really crazy. It's crazy because it's like I lost all of the people that were the closest to me, like friends wise, and my relationship. We obviously live together still, so I'm trying to figure a lot of stuff out, like where I'm moving to, like if I'm moving, like what I'm doing. Like I'm trying to figure my whole life out again. Like I had my whole life wrapped around something. Like we had something wrapped around together for 5 years. 5 long fucking years of hard work, dedication, building. Like we've built so much together. Like like that was my best friend, my everything. Like he still is, like he's still my friend. Like I still call him, like I called him a few hours ago just to be like, how's work? Like we still talk all the time. And I don't, you know how when you get our relationship you're like, we'll forever be friends. We're gonna be friends. I don't know how long we're gonna be friends. I don't know how long anything right now. Cause like obviously, like if you get into another relationship, like if I got into another relationship, out of respect, I may not be able to talk to him. Like I don't know. But it's like you put yourself in this situation, bro. Like we had something so good. And he had to ruin it. He had to ruin it and throw it all away for some pussy. Some pussy, bro. Some fucking rotten ass pussy on top of that. I just won't get it. Like, I don't get it. And I keep asking him, like, what were you thinking? And he just says, like, I honestly, I don't fucking know what I was thinking. He's like, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know why I did it. He's like, I'm fucking stupid. He's like, I will never know and understand why I did what I did, is what he keeps telling me. He's like, I'll never get it. And he's like, to this day, I ask God to take it back every single day. I pray about it. Like, I ask for his forgiveness. I ask for yours, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, that's the part where I'm like, I love the shit out of him because I love that he's tapping in and he's talking to God, because that's how I know you feel shitty about it. And I know he regrets it. I know he would take it back, and I know he regrets it. I think that's the part that still makes me like have that soft spot. But talking to her, I feel like she doesn't regret it, and she would never, like if she had to go back, like she would do it all over again type shit. It truly felt like for her it was out of spite. The reason I just don't know with him, because he can't answer the question why and what the intention, like what the fuck. You know what I mean? Because to him, he's like, this is what he say happened. He went to go pick up the pizza. He went to go pick up his own food because that's what he wanted to go do. And because he wanted to get away from the job. He went to go pick up his food. He's sitting in his car. She's sitting in hers. He got out of his car to go get in her car. And I'm like, well, that's where you first fucked up. Okay? You first fucked up by doing that. Why are you even going up there knowing she's up there in general? I just feel like that's inappropriate. That's like me pulling up knowing your homeboys pick up the food. I'm like, what's the reason of me being there? So he's like, he gets in her car. They're just talking, and he said that she puts her hand on his thigh and and that's when shit just started going where it went. And then they drive a few minutes up the street to this park, and that's where they did it. So I'm just like, really, bro? Like, it was that easy. She's saying this is something that's planned, and they just went and did it, and this isn't their first time, blah. That's why I'm like, it's so many, like, he said, she said, and nobody's really willing to tell the truth. I don't know what the truth is. I just can't see it being more than, I don't know. Can't see it being more than once. For whatever reason, I just can't see it. And I'll never understand why he did what he did. And it's not for me to understand. The only thing I need to understand is that it wasn't me. That's the only thing I need to understand. It wasn't me. It's them. It's that dumb, weird ass bitch and my stupid, dumb ass nigga is the reason why we're in this situation. Nothing more than that, nothing less than that. And I just need to wrap my head around that. One of the things I didn't like is that after we talked, she posts on TikTok, she's like, ladies, if your man was cheating on you, but he still was providing for you and helping you keep with your lifestyle, would you still be that desperate to stay with him or would you leave? And I'm like, bitch, for you to say that, it's just like, you really are trying to have my spot and plot. Like, that's just really how I genuinely feel. It's like, you have no remorse and you don't feel an ounce of guilt or nothing for what you did. Like, that's what I'm saying. I feel all the guilt and everything from him, obviously, because we have a relationship and it's obligated. But if you really loved me and we were friends and you're my sister, how you fucking said it, bitch, that shit don't mean nothing to me. Like, for you to do that. That's just like, bitch, you're very spiteful and evil. Like, I really do feel like she's a demon. I do feel like that. I feel like she's a demon who really recently came into our lives and just really just turned shit upside down. Is how I feel. Like a true demon who just walked on into our life. Cause she was new to Georgia. Like she never lived here. Like she was new. She was new to all of my friends that I had. Anna, and then the girl I did the podcast with, like, we were all new to her. And when she came, everything just went south. I really do feel like that bitch is a demon. I'm not gonna lie. Just the stuff that she was saying. And I told her, the last thing I told her, because she was to the point when we talked on the phone and she was like, look, like, we can figure this out and blah, blah, blah. It doesn't have to be like this. Bitch, figure what out? I ain't helping you raise that motherfucking kid. Like, that's the first thing on my mind. I'm like, figure what out? There's nothing to figure out, bitch. You need to figure out what the fuck you about to do. So that's what I'm just like, yeah, she is really delusional for real. And I didn't like when she put that on TikTok because I'm like, you're not showing that you give a fuck in any type of way. Any type of way. And so when she did post that, I did shoot her a text. I was like, look, I just want you to know that you're a weird ass bitch. Like, I gave you multiple times to come clean, da 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 da. And I was like, you're wrong. And that's when I told her, I was like, I don't even have to do shit to you because God got something for you. I was like, karma comes around every fucking time. Trust. And she responded back. She was like, karma does come back as well. Remember that. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? That's why I'm like, you were plotting on me because what does that mean? I never did nothing to you, bitch. I was nothing but a genuine friend. When that bitch ain't have shit, when she ain't have no fucking car and shit, bitch, I was helping her figure that shit out. When the bitch was crying about not having no fucking car, helping her figure that out. Even took the bitch home, helping her figure that out. Helped her out with shit that I shouldn't even be fucking doing. Like, I'm taking care of a grown ass woman, bitch, older than me and my nigga. That's the crazy part. Damn near 40 years old, bitch, grow the fuck up. Living at home. Get it together, baby. So that's just what I was like, bro. That's what I'm like. That's what made me more sicker and sicker about the situation. I'm like, wow, these bitches are really sick for real. So I did text her. Yeah, I was like, you're a weird ass bitch, blah, blah, blah. And then she texted me back and she was like, wow, I'm really sorry you feel that way. I hate when people don't do that. I hate when people do that. She's like, yeah, I'm sorry you feel that way. She was like, if I could take it back, I would. Bitch, if you would take it back, bitch, swallow the motherfucking pill and swallow that baby. That's what you would do. So she's like, yeah, like, I wish I could take it back. And she was like, I wish you could see what he's doing to you. Like, she's still trying to convince me that this is something that is going on, that he does. Trying to convince me to basically leave him. That's why I'm like, she wants my spot. Because why still after the fact are you caring, like, still caring enough to try to convince me to leave him? So she's like, yeah, you need to understand, like, he's doing this to you. You're that desperate to keep your lifestyle the way it is so he can provide for you. That's why you're staying and blah, blah, blah. And that's why I'm like, she's trying to put me out to have my spot, which will never happen. But that's exactly what she's trying to do when she's saying the shit that she's saying. Bitch was plotting. Like, she came over to my house and probably saw, like, damn, like, this how this bitch living. Because when I tell you, guys, I have a nice life and I don't like to brag about all the shit that I have. Like, I have a nice life. I have a nice car. Like, I have a nice home. I take care of my stuff. But that's because I earned it and deserved it. Not crusty ass bitches like you who try to take the shit from people. I earned that shit. We earned it for each other. We built that. We didn't start off like that. Like, I was with him before we had nothing together. Like, we've been broke together. We made money together. We cried together. We gone through everything together, me and him. We lost people together. Like, it's just like, people like you, bitch, I will never respect, bitch. Bitches like you are the bottom of my shoe. I will never respect you, ever. So when she told me that, I'm like, yeah, that just tells me everything I needed to know. Like, you were never my friend. And she told me that on the phone, actually. She was like, yeah, I was never your friend. I was never your real friend. And I was just like, damn, like, bitch, you don't care about nothing. And something told me I should have never made her my friend or made her close to me, because she did tell me that there was times where she did sleep with men who were in relationships or married men. That bitch is a homewrecker. She did do that in previous friendships, whatever the fuck. So her even telling me that, bitch, never trust a bitch who says that. A bitch who is a homewrecker or willing to sleep with somebody else's man, never kick that bitch around your man. 1 and 2, don't even trust that bitch in your circle. We don't want bitches like that. I normally don't even associate myself with bitches like that. But when she was like, I don't do that shit no more, it's like, there's a reason for everything, y'all. It's like, there's a reason why the bitch is still single, no kids, no marriage, no nothing. Not that there's a time frame, but 34 and you're still living the same life that you're living. You don't have none of your shit together. And I'm like, it's something wrong with you at the end of the day. That's just what it's come to conclusion with. And that's when I was talking about my last episode, associating yourself with bitches who are like you, like me. So that is what I'll be doing from here on out. Not that it will do anything better, because bitches will still turn on you. But certain stuff I don't have to give a fuck or worry about. Like, I know I want a badass bitch, a pretty ass bitch that got money. I ain't got to worry about, oh, who's splitting the tab when we go out. Like, we good. Like, we vibing. I want to be on the same moves as you. Like, we building to do shit together. Like, that's the type of friends I want. Not no weird hating, plotting ass bitches who come around just to see what you got going on. Bitches like that really do scare me. And I always talked about bitches like that, but I've never come across a bitch who was that grimy like her. Ever. Not even to the point where bitches was setting me up to jump me was that grimy. This shit, it's like, bitch, you better pray God don't get you. Like, you did some shit that was foul. Like, straight up just like, damn, bitch, really? And I told us, like, bitch, you really was a scary ass bitch, because you know exactly what the fuck would happen. You would have told me straight up to my face. And not that it excuses anything, but my man did tell me, because she actually quit the job. Before I found out, she actually quit the job, like maybe a few weeks before. For her own reasons. I don't give a fuck. Fuck her. And my man did tell me, he was like, part of the reason why I didn't tell you is because I knew exactly what you was going to do if I would have told you while all 3 of us were working there. Which is fair enough, because I probably would not be sitting on this couch. I probably wouldn't be sitting on this couch. I don't know. Because if he would have told me and I saw that bitch at work, or if he would have told me while I was at work, it's really no telling what I would have done in that moment. It's really no telling. Because how hysterical I was, it's no telling. It's really no telling. So I appreciate him not telling me, but I'm also like, bro, you know you need to tell me at the end of the day, because you put me in this situation. Whether I ended up on Snapped or not, bitch, it was your fault why I ended up on Snapped. That's just what it is. So I'm like, at the end of the day, y'all fucked up. You got to own up to it. Tell me what's going on. None of y'all was grown enough to tell me, especially that bitch, and especially him. Like, I knew he was being weird, because he was being bad, snappy, mad, weird, like nothing. And all I was doing as a wife, like, I was just trying to just be there the best way that I could. And that was it. I was like, maybe it's just work stressing him out. And I kept asking him all the time, like, are you okay? Is something wrong? And there was times where I did think, like, okay, is something wrong? Like, he's not telling me. I'm like, are you not telling me something? Like, are you, like, is something okay? Like, is something not right? And he would just be like, no, I'm good, blah, blah, blah. And I couldn't press it. Couldn't keep pressing it. So I'm like, I have to believe him. So yeah, that's the part that I'm like, I don't know if I'll ever be able to. I know I'll never forget that bitch, ever, bitch. That bitch could, oh, I don't even want to talk about her no more. But with him, I don't know what the future holds. Right now, I'm just kind of like, you hurt me. That's just how I feel right now. And then when I talk to my therapist, it helps all the time. Like, I kept asking my therapist, I'm like, do you think, should I come on here and talk about this? Because it's not just to bash her. It is like, bitch, fuck you, because she already knows how I feel. But it's just to show how many women go through this. And my therapist said, yes, I feel like you should talk about it. Because a lot of people go through this and they probably feel alone, like they're the only people who going through this. And it's not the case, y'all. Like, bitches really will go and do whatever it takes to get your spot and get whatever the fuck you got going on. Like, on some sick shit. Even if it means pushing a whole baby out your cooter, bitch, they will do it. That is the craziest thing. I will never understand these women and why they move the way that they move. Like, it's really scary out here, y'all. So please be careful about the bitches you keep in your life, in your circle, because the way my life has changed over the past few months, like completely changed. Like, new job, my man's not my man no more. We still living together. I'm trying to figure out my living situation. I got a new job. Like, it's just like so much has changed and I just wasn't expecting it. But yeah, I think what's also getting me through this is that me and him, I think it's really important to have a friendship outside of your relationship at the end of the day, because that's really what molds and builds that relationship. It all starts with a friendship. Like, me and him, we were friends at first. We talked for like 6 months and then we got together and made it official. I feel like that's what's got me through this, honestly, because I can still talk to him about the situation as if he's even my friend. And I even be asking him, like, look, should I even still be here right now? I'm like, is this even right? Like, should we even be in the same house? Like, what do I do? Then do I need to be moving out right now? Like, I'm literally venting to him about him. Because that's how close we are. Like, I could still, like, right now, I could call him right now and be like, look, you're a piece of shit. And he'll be like, I know, I'm sorry. Like, he's there right now. He's so there for me, as he should, because the fuck. But he's so there for me that I love and appreciate him. And it makes me like, I think that's part of what's like holding me on, is the fact that I know that that part will never die. Like, our friendship and our love for each other will never die and never go away. And I know desperately, I know what he wants at the moment. Like, he wants us to be together. Obviously, he wants me to stay. He begs and asks me all the time, every day, because because that would be easy for him to keep me. No, like, I gotta, not just that I'm trying to prove a point, but it's just like, I'm so hurt that I honestly don't know what the fuck makes sense to do. I don't know if I'm stupid for staying. I don't know if I'm stupid for leaving. I don't know if I'm not being understanding. If I'm like, because I know people go through this shit still at the end of the day. Look at Kirk and Rashida. I'm just playing. We ain't doing no Kirk and Rashida over here. But people go through this shit all the time. So I'm like, and they stay together, like so many people. So I'm like, I know I'm not the only one, but I do know what I want for my life, and this isn't it. I know it's hard looking for love these days. It's hard finding relationships. And that's another thing I'm looking at too. Like, it's hard. It's so many things I'm considering right now that I'm like, it's so complicated and hard. Because aside from that, he was a really, really great man. Even when I was sick, like, he was still there for me, like we were together. And that's something that I will always love about him. Like, the love we have for each other was so pure and unconditional. Like, you could feel it. And everybody knew that. Like, everybody, I know when y'all see this video, everyone is going to be so shocked and just jaw drop, like, what? Because the amount of love that everybody felt when we were together was just so crazy and special. And that's why it's so shocking to me. It was shocking to my family. It's just shocking. And I don't care about people's, like, I don't want people to bash her. I don't give a fuck. But you can talk shit about him. Like, he's a dumbass at the end of the day. He's a fucking retard. He's a dumbass. Like, I tell him this all the time. He knows this. But it doesn't stop what happened. That's why I'm like, I'm so calm about it, which is scary. But I'm like, I have to be. This is something that happened that I'm like, I have to deal with. I don't have to deal with, but I have to deal with the emotion and the trauma that has caused me after the fact. That freaking out and crashing out right now is not going to help anything. I got to be calm. All I could do is pray. That's all I do. Remember, pray, don't panic. I live by that shit. All I do is pray. I pray all the time. I pray for my sanity. I pray for my protection. I pray for guidance. I pray for him. I pray for him all the time, because the stuff that we talked about that I know that he's going through. And that's why I'm not making excuses for it, but I'm like, I look at it like, is there stuff that even he could have done, like the therapy or this? Like, I know when men or when people feel lost, they do shit that makes no fucking sense. Like killers and shit, like sometimes they are mentally fucked, serial killers. But there's people who do shit because they are truly lost in their life and they're trying to figure so much shit out. And I know he is going through a lot of shit right now. So I'm like, I don't know. But I'm like, is that for me to figure out right now? Should I take that time for myself to like just process what I'm dealing with and going through, or do we go through it together like we always have? Like, I don't know, so many things that I'm trying to figure out, guys. And I would really appreciate just feedback, whether it's positive, negative. Like, I love hearing feedback and just any type of advice in this time right now, because this is just a really hard time for me that I've been going through. Like, he's been helping me get through this so much. Like, even when I just need to cry and let it all out, like he's there. You know, like he's there because he knows at the end of the day, like he's the reason why I'm in this situation. Like at the end of the day, fuck her. Like she's a piece of shit and a scum of the fucking earth. But also, if it wasn't for him keeping his dick in his pants and being strong, we wouldn't be in this situation either. Like, people are always going to come at you and try it. Like, they're always going to want what you have and they're always going to try it. Why do you think niggas try to come talk to me all the time? Do I give it to them? No, it's called strength. Someone told me, like, in that moment, I think it was my stepmom, and she was like, in that moment, you have to understand his flesh got really weak. His flesh. And that's something that really stuck with me. And that's part of what made me like kind of forgive. I'm like, we have to learn to forgive. But right now in this situation, that was before we knew all of this stuff too. But I'm like, in this situation, it's a little different. It's just a lot of betrayal I have to get through and get past, which I'm actually getting past and getting through. I'm accepting what happened now. Now I'm kind of like, where do I go from here? That's the part where I'm trying to figure out, guys. So I don't know. Like, I'm not uncomfortable at home at all. Like, when I go home, it's fine. I don't feel like I'm walking on eggshells. It literally just feels like I'm home when I'm home. At first, when I got home, came back home, it was very emotional for me. Like, I'd go home crying because I'm like, I'd go to sleep crying because I'm like, damn, I'm crying knowing that I'm sleeping with a man who cheated on me, who broke my heart. And it's just a lot of emotions when you go to sleep and you're just in that pure silence. It's just like a lot of emotions that are going through your head. So yeah, that's just what I was going through, guys. And it just sucks. Like, I wish this on nobody. Like, I really do. Except for one bitch I do wish this on. Fucking banana bitch. I really truly hopes this happens to you. Times 12, because nobody deserves to go through no shit like this, especially when you know you've been a real ass bitch and a real ass friend to somebody who really like did everything in their power to get everything that you had and still have, because bitch, you will never have my spot. You will never be me. I'm this and you're that. So I just don't understand what she was trying to get at, because now you're stuck with something that you can't, at this point, you got to live with. That's just something you got to live with. And when your baby grows up wondering why his dad isn't as much in his life, or what happened, why you don't have like a regular normal household from the start, you're going to have to explain that. So that's something you got to live with, not me. I can live my life knowing that I did everything I could as a friend and as a wife. And at the end of the day, you got to tell yourself, it doesn't matter how much you do, that we do, ladies. It doesn't matter how much we do for our man. We can cook, we can clean, we can make sure he's taken care of. We can make sure his mental's okay as best as we can. We can make sure they're happy. It is up to them. If they need the help, get the help. If you need a shoulder to lean on and need me to talk to, use me. That's what I'm here for. If somebody does come your way or try to talk to you, know how to go about those situations. We have these talks. We actually jokingly will have these talks all the time. Be like, babe, what if a girl comes up to you and does this? Like, what you gonna do? He can be like, man, get out of here with that shit. He's like, I'm gonna tell that bitch, fuck off. Like, he be like so on it. And I'd be like, okay, blah, blah, blah. He got this, da, da, da. Let alone he don't fucking got it. And that's why I'm like, I don't know, because I really don't know the full story anymore. Like, I don't know. All I know is I trust him more than I trust her, because I see the intentions behind it with her. Like, she making these posts, just the comments she's saying, like, she is truly, truly, like, her intentions was not, it was out to get me from the jump. And I hate that I never saw that from the jump. And I know the shit to look for now when I do have a friend, because she would always make comments like, damn, like, he really takes care of you, or damn, like, your house is nice, or you have this, or you have that. And people who look at that stuff and nitpick and talk about the shit that you have, the materialistic stuff, the shit that don't matter, that's the shit that you need to watch for, baby. When they start talking about your life, listen to it, believe it. They're saying it for a reason. And yeah, that's just something that it's going to be harder for me. I told my therapist, it's going to be harder for me to trust a female again than it ever will to trust a man. Because a woman who can move like that, bitch, you're foul. You don't deserve friends. You don't deserve a lot of shit, honestly. A man, yes, you're foul as shit, but I don't want that to stop me from beating my person. I'm not going to let that, like, the next man who comes in my life, I'm not going to be all down his throat. I'm not going to be like, oh, this, normally this could break a bitch and you're going to have trust issues forever. But my family, I definitely don't know where I'd be. So I'm very grateful for them. This episode is honestly pretty long. It's probably gonna be a little over an hour, honestly, because it's a lot of shit, y'all. It's a lot. And I'm just trying to make sure I didn't leave anything out, because it really is a lot of shit. Oh yeah, when she was posting on TikTok about, oh, would you rather be with a man who's a cheater, blah, blah, blah. And I sent her a text and I was like, yeah, you're a weird ass bitch, blah, blah, blah. And she was, and I was like, yeah, I actually multiple times, you lied to me. I was like, you're just a scary ass bitch. You didn't want to say shit to my face. And her response was, I never lied to you. Like, what are you talking about? I'm like, bitch, you really need psychiatric help. That's the last thing I told her. I was like, you really need psychiatric help. And she does. She actually does. I'm truly convinced that. Truly convinced, from everything that she said to stuff that she still continues to post, and just how she's gone about the whole situation, the stuff that she's held in and she's plotted. She genuinely needs help. And bitches like that, stay far the fuck away from me. That's all I gotta say. I would never, it's gonna be hard for me to let a bitch back in my life again. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. But I am ready to find my person. I feel like even in this relationship, and who knows, like, we may do come back together. We may do a fucking Nelly and Ashanti. I don't fucking know. But right now, I'm ready to find my person. Like, I'm not going to sit here sulk and be depressed. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm ready to find my person. I'm ready to settle down. I was ready to do that with him. We were at the point where we were talking about having kids. Like, we actually made the decision this year, like literally right before this happened, like maybe a month or two. And I was like, we should start having kids towards the end of the year. So I'm like, at the end of the year, let me get off birth control and let's start a family. And we were talking about marriage and all this stuff, like picking out rings and shit, bitch. Like, that's how serious it was getting. And even right now, he's like, I still want that, is what he's saying right now. He's like, I want to marry you right now. I want to have your kids right now. He's like, I want not have your kids, but he's like, I want you to have my kids right now. I want to get married right now. He's like, I still want to do all those things. He's like, I genuinely just fucked up, like genuinely fucked up. He's like, I want to give you the world still. Like, I want you to be my wife. And that's why I hate it. Cause I'm like, you're such a good nigga, but just a dumbass who fucked up really bad. It broke my heart. And he knows it. And I just know how much he still loves me and cares. And it just doesn't stop the fact when somebody really, really hurts you to your core, though. I have to keep telling myself that. And that's the part where I keep not being strong with, because I'm like, I know he loves the shit out of me. But sometimes, guys, love is not enough. It's not enough. And I look at back on the stuff that I was asking for from the relationship that I wasn't getting. It was stuff that it's like, okay, because it's like our relationship, we had our issues, but it was nothing bad enough for me to even feel like I need to step out. Even stuff that I probably should have, like the intimacy was going away, like it wasn't there. Um, like how he was being snappy and how he didn't want to talk when he got home. Like we wasn't really chilling and hanging out anymore. Like he just come home and kind of beats himself and put the TV on and not want to really talk. And those are the times where I missed my partner. I was feeling lonely. And I would express that to him. I could see if it was like, I'm not getting enough in the bed. Like for the guy, he's like, I just wasn't getting enough, or she wasn't doing this. And it's like, I was still doing those things while feeling alone. I was still coming home. I was making my boss change my schedule for me to get off at 5 every day so I could come home, cook, clean, make sure this is ready for him, make sure his clothes are out for him to get in the shower. Like really doing wifely duties to really like bring our relationship to another level type shit for real. Cause I'm like, baby, if you want that ring, you gotta earn it too, realistically. And I feel like in the beginning we wasn't really doing that. Like I was doing it, but it was like we would come home, like I'd get off late like him. We not eat until 10, 11 o'clock at night. And it's just like, damn, I wanted to do stuff differently. So that's what I was doing. And it just, I don't know. And that goes to show it doesn't matter what you do, ladies. It is truly up to your man. If he wants to, he will. If he wants this to work, he will. If he doesn't want to lose you, he's not going to lose you. He's going to do everything it takes. He's going to think about you. Not to say people don't make mistakes. And that's the part where I'm like, okay, what do you do, bitch? Like, he made this mistake. You've invested all this time in your life. You know he's the love of your life, but is this the decision to stay with him? Is that the right decision? Or do you leave and do you try to figure it out and start over? Like, I am in the space right now where I truly don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going with the flow of shit. I don't know what I'm doing. And honestly, I'm trying to figure that out right now. So, yeah, that is this episode. Like, it was a lot. It's a lot. Like, I am fine. I feel like I'm fine now because I still have my best friend. But I feel like that's when it'll really get real, when there's times where I can't talk to him about certain stuff. And I don't know. There's no rule book to this shit. There's no rule book on how to raise kids. There's no rule book to relationships. The only rule book that I can go off, though, is the Bible and God. And I do know this is not God's way, what's going on right now. But I do know that you make mistakes as well. People make mistakes. So I don't know, guys. Please pray for me. Pray for him. Pray for us. Like, pray for just everything. I just never thought that this would be my life. I never thought this would be my life, guys. Like, if you asked me if this was going to happen 6 months ago, I'd look at you like you're fucking crazy. I never thought in a million years this would happen to me in this relationship ever. Like, this, I thought was going to be my last relationship. Like, this was going to be my forever. And I don't know, it still might. I don't know. Like, people go through shit still, but I'm like, right now, I'm hurt and this is something that is unexpected. And I don't see how this could happen multiple times. And I never got wind of anything. I'm very big on my discernment. So the only time I ever felt weird was that day with the pizza. And I feel like God put that in my brain and made it stick to my head for a reason, because he knew I was going to press the issue. Like, God works in mysterious ways. Like, he really does. It wasn't even about the pizza, God. He wanted me to figure out why the story wasn't adding up with the pizza. It's just like he just put that in my head. I don't know. God just works. He works crazy. I love him so much, though. I do. Like, just the way he works. I feel him so much more now than I ever have. So yeah, guys, this is my new journey. Pray for me. I really don't know what the future holds. I don't know, guys. I'm just going with the flow right now. So if y'all could please drop like your comments, advice, Drop your advice in the comments. Leave a like, comment. I don't care. Um, Obviously, don't need any bad negative energy because there's already enough bad negative energy going on that I'm trying to like get rid of. And I really don't care what people have to say that are judgmental about the situation because you never know until it happens to you. Like, you really can't judge until it happens to you. Like, how many of you can say, like, oh, my boyfriend slept with one of my friends and now she's pregnant potentially with his baby, and I had no clue about it, and I was just going around at work like as if nothing fucking happened, and so were they, and we were just going around like everything's oh fucking K, and it wasn't. So, how many of y'all can say that to really comment something negative? You can't. The only thing you can do is try to give me the best advice ever. Pray for me, pray for us, and I will see you guys next episode. Bye.